morning. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of organizing committee, I, Neha Shrotia, coordinator of this 5-day faculty development program on advancing research methodology through scientific tools and artificial intelligence, jointly organized by NIT Surat, Purnima College of Jaipur, Nexus University, South Africa, Research and Development Cell, PCE Jaipur, MedTech Thinking Foundation, Fazlika, India. Welcome all the dignitaries and coordinators, convener, and the participants. This is our day 4 and session 7 of this FDP. And today's session chair is with us, Professor Dr. Raza Khan. I would like to request convener of this FDP, Professor Shilpi Jain. Please, ma'am, introduce our session chair and welcome him.
Thank you so much, Neha ma'am, and good morning, one and all. In this session, as a resource person, Professor Ihtiram Raza Khan with us. Professor Khan, a distinguished senior academician currently serving at Jamia, Hamdard, Delhi, with over 26 years of extensive experience. Dr. Khan holds a PhD in the field of software engineering and neural networks. His research expertise spans across a multitude of domains, including software engineering, computer graphics, machine and deep learning, big data analytics, cybersecurity, and IoT. Notably, Dr. Khan has actively contributed to training and placement activities, holding key positions and providing consultancy to more than 15 companies. His prolific academic career is underscored by the over 20 international and Indian patent and copyrights, authorship of over 20 books and 30 books chapter, and publication of more than 75 research in reputed journals. Dr. Khan influence extend globally through his involvement in over 55 invited talks and 25 keynote speakers, solidifying his reputation as a renowned international speaker. Additionally, he served as an associate editor at the International Journal of End User Computing and Development and as a reviewer for Springer Nature and the International Journal of Engineering Research and Technology. As a senior member of IEEE, CSI, and ISTE, Dr. Khan continues to shape the landscape of academia and research with his profound contribution expertise. Once again, welcome you, sir. I invite Dr. Khan to take the session. Sir, please.
Thank you, Shilpi ma'am. Thank you for the kind words. So we'll be starting the session. I'll be sharing my screen and then I'll be taking up the questions towards the end. So give me a minute to start. So for once, please tell me if I'm audible as well as I'm visible on the screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. So today we have assembled here for the session and it's the 7th session, I suppose, and I have been watching other sessions also. You all are actively taking part in this and there have been talks about Python. I saw a very good session on Python where you were shown the CSV files, how to handle those files. So that's the start where we were looking for to inculcate that feeling of programming also, hands-on experience also. So my session is on AI and the role of AI in research. So we'll be talking about lots of tools. Today we'll be having some real-life projects also. We'll be discussing about them. I'll be discussing about the patents that I have been developing, patents and copyrights, and those are the real life examples that are currently being used by the industry as well as the academia. So I'm Dr. Ihtiram Raza Khan. I'm representing Jamia Hamdard. My topic for today is AI and the role of AI in research. So I'll keep it very simple because there are different people from different backgrounds. So I'll try to keep it very simple. I'll try to keep it very friendly and very simple, and you can ask any question towards the end. So our point of discussion here is artificial intelligence. Let's first talk about what artificial intelligence is from a layman's perspective. So in computer science, artificial intelligence is demonstrated by the machines in contrast to the natural intelligence displayed by humans and animals. So when we talk about artificial intelligence, we are trying to make the machines intelligent. We are trying to make our laptops intelligent, our mobile phones intelligent. So the machines that we are using, we are trying to make them intelligent so that they are able to think on their own and carry out the tasks that we want them to do. So household names, if we go into the slides, more slide, but before that, every household name is there, Alexa, and Alexa is the word which every one of us knows. From whichever background we are from, we are all using Alexa. Our kids are using Alexa. They are using it to play the songs. They are using it even to open the doors, even to play something. So even dusting the house and all. So Alexa is being used widely. If you look at other example, you're looking at the self-driving cars. Self-driving cars are another example where AI is bringing the life into this concept. We are talking about smart cities where we are any I suppose there was someone on the mic by mistake. So as we are discussing AI is now in every walk of life, and it's the dream of our honorable prime minister also to take our country to a level where we become the wish guru, and we are looking for that continuity. In next 20 years, we have to be on the top of the world. So for that respect, technology has to play a very big role. ICT has to play a very big role. But apart from that, AI on its own will have a very big role to play. Before going into the details and all, if you just remember Chandrayaan and all, so Chandrayaan, perfect landing, perfect success for us. Russia failed, other countries failed, but we succeeded. We succeeded because our AI algorithms, we were able to apply them in a better way. We were able to do it in a very systematic manner. And as soon as we just went over there, landed over there, it became the success, and the world started looking at us, and they are taking us very seriously because in every walk of life in our country we are making use of artificial intelligence. We will be talking about projects, we'll be talking about hands-on experience also. So the term AI is used to describe machines that mimic cognitive functions that humans associate with other human minds, such as learning and problem solving. So a machine should be able to learn, and then it should be able to solve the problem on its own. So that would be the so talking about the history, the father of AI, John McCarthy, he was the one instrumental in naming this concept. The term was coined in 1955 and is widely regarded as one of the founders of this field. So he was instrumental in development of early AI techniques, including the list programming and the concept of time sharing computer systems. If I recall, when I started my MCA, when I was doing my MCA, we were at that point of time, AI started to come, and we started developing programs in LISP, LISP, LISP. LISP stands for list processing. And we had another language, Prolog. So Prolog was another language which was used to develop the programs. And let me tell you, I made first expert system in AI using C++. So that was in 1998. So we are uh, working on AI since 1990s, but now it's the time that technology is helping us to come. You would say, why didn't we do this much progress previously? Because technology is now at its boom. We all have laptops, latest laptops. We all have latest laptops with lots of RAM, with lots of memory, with lots of processing power. Because earlier systems were very slow systems. And on those slow systems, it was very difficult to simulate that kind of environment. So now is the perfect time. And as our Honorable Prime Minister wants us to do, he has started teaching a curriculum change. That we have started teaching AI from class 8 onwards. So by the time students are in graduation into their engineering background, they will definitely be the masters of AI, and they will be able to do something to make us proud. And by 25 years, next 25 years, we will inshallah be a wish grow in that. So when we started this AI, there are certain terminologies we should be looking at. The algorithms. Algorithms is a step-by-step solution of a problem. Algorithms are independent of programming language. You can write your own code in your own language in English. That would be called an algorithm. Machine learning is an application subfield of AI that provides systems the ability to automatically learn and improve on experience without explicitly being programmed. So, machine learning is one sub part of artificial intelligence that we'll be talking about. We'll be talking about deep learning in our projects. We'll be talking about neural networks. Artificial neural networks are computing systems inspired by biological neural networks. We'll be talking about hands-on, we'll be talking about them. I'll be picking up the knowledge that you have gained from previous sessions also, because I have been following all the sessions and they have been perfect sessions, perfectly set up. The sequence is perfect. So that's where we'll be discussing. We'll be talking about data mining. We'll be talking about cloud technology. Become so much easier now by we are using Google Cloud, Azure Cloud. So we have the storage that we have on rent. So as much as my company needs, we will be using that part in. So what would be the goals of AI? AI would be think humanly, acting humanly. At the end of the session, we could just various surfaces where we are currently using, and we'll be taking some uh, Python also. So types of AI, just weak AI, where we were only solving when I was in my don't about it at all. Solving a program, winning, developing the AI win against a
Your voice
human
is cracking, sir.
strong AI.
Hello, sir. Your voice is cracking.
Hello,
Your voice is cracking, sir.
hello.
Hello, your voice is cracking, sir.
Dear participants, please wait for 1 minute. Dr. Raza Khan will rejoin and then session will restart.
The host, please allow me to share my screen. It has been disabled sharing of screen.
Sir, now you can share.
Okay. Am I audible now? I'm really sorry. My broadband is troubling a lot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are on.
Yeah. So, previous 5 minutes, we were talking about artificial intelligence. How do we make machines intelligent, and how these intelligent machines are going to help us in research and academia. This is going to be the talk today, and what are the tools that we'll be using, and what will be the benefits of this while we are registering for patents and copyrights and all. So, how can AI change academia? AI has brought about significant changes to academia, revolutionizing the way research is conducted, the knowledge is generated, and education is delivered. The integration of artificial intelligence technology in academia has the potential to streamline processes, enhance research outcomes, and foster innovation. Innovations are coming through artificial intelligence. We have the systems being which we are using artificial intelligence. If you remember, the dream of our honorable prime minister is smart cities. So smart cities, the solution of smart cities will come through artificial intelligence. It will come through the use of IoT. It will come through the use of converging technologies. So all these converging technologies, blockchain for security, IoT for these connections, and then AI, the integration of all these technologies is really helping the academia. We never had so many patents, so many copyrights. We never had so many books being written. We never had so much quality papers being developed. SCIs, Scopus. You see the list of entire users. You're all teachers from wonderful universities, students from wonderful universities, and you know the importance of SCI papers. You know the importance of Scopus papers, the patents, the copyrights, and your academic work, your PhD work. So this is where we will see that AI is really changing the way we were looking at research previously. So one of the primary ways AI is changing academia is through data analysis. This is the focus of this session, the data analysis. We have lots and lots of data, as we'll be seeing. This data is now no longer normal data. When I was doing my master's, we had just one floppy drive. And in that floppy drive, we used to store our programs, and we were very happy. One floppy drive full of data, full of my contents, book contents, and I was very happy with 1.44 MB floppy drive, small drive, big drive. Then came pen drives. Now we have the cloud storage. So now we can analyze the data. Just as I was saying, that as soon as Chandrayaan landed on the moon, perfect landing was there. India became so much proud of the fact that the world was looking at us. And as soon as it landed there on the moon, the data, the terabytes, 700 terabytes of data was immediately sent to the Indian servers for processing. So this is where that data came, and now that data has to be processed, has to be analyzed, so that we can take decisions, we can take further move into further researches, and then try and find out whether there is water on moon, whether there's life on moon. There's so many analysis that we are trying to do. So researchers can leverage AI algorithms to analyze vast amount of data quickly. So this data is now no longer, as I was saying, no longer the floppy data. Now it's the data on cloud. It's big data that we are talking about. So big data, the data it has its properties, variety of data, velocity of data. It's coming at a very vast pace. And you would ask me, sir, from where the data is coming? Data is coming from your social media. It's coming from Netflix, it's coming from WhatsApp, it's coming from your entire Facebook and all. So this data is coming at a very fast pace. And now this fast coming data to us has to be analyzed. So researchers can leverage AI algorithms to analyze vast amount of data quickly and efficiently. This enables them to identify patterns, correlations, trends that may not be easily visible through traditional methods. So as I was saying, we'll be having lots of data with us. That data has to be now analyzed. It has to be put in proper reference, and then we have to work on that data. Someone was taking the session on Python, and she was using OpenCSV. She was using CSV files. You were able to open that. You were able to look into the data with head and tail. You were able to use the functions on those Python data so that you can process the data. So that is the beauty. So if you talk about a healthcare system, you go to a hospital, take their data set, and then you can work on that data set. You go to a business application, you can take the data set, you can download the data set from Kaggle, as I'll be showing you, or we can download the data from Kaggle. Entire data sets are available. We can talk about different programs that we'll be discussing. So AI is transforming the research process itself. So research without AI we used to take a lot of time to develop the algorithms, then the programs. AI is helping us to do it fast through the use of Python. We are using R language. We are using other sophisticated languages. Then Hadoop is there for the balance of that data that we are having. So AI is transforming the research process itself. It can assist researchers in literature review. So you do the literature review. If you were doing in 6 months, AI will help you to do it in 1 month. You can do the better literature review, the knowledge synthesis by automatically scanning and extracting relevant information from a wide range of scientific papers. So AI is able to extract vital information from bulk data. So from that data, we are able to extract. So the point here is we don't have to read all the scientific papers. AI tools will help you to scale down to only those papers which are of your concern. So AI is transforming the research process. It can assist researchers in literature review. You're writing literature review quickly, knowledge synthesis by automatically scanning and extracting relevant information from wide range of scientific papers. Now, what is the advantage of that? This not only saves time, it's saving your time, but also helping researchers to stay up to date with the latest achievement in their fields. So you are in touch with the researchers. This era, as our Honorable Prime Minister says, collaborate. So this collaboration is coming. So you have to collaborate and stay up to date with the researchers around the world. So AI is helping you to do it. We'll look at how this is being made possible, but from the point of view initially. Another area where AI is making significant impact in academia is in education. AI-powered technologies are being used to develop intelligent tutoring systems. So AI is really helping you in developing those intelligent tutoring systems, which are on which you are able to learn at your own pace. The best part here is learning at your own pace. In your countries, there are people from other countries also. We are having MOOCs. So massive online systems are there. Then in India, if we are talking about Swayam, so there are self-tutoring systems which the student can go and look into it, study at the pace, and then give the exam and have the certification. So AI is really helping. AI-powered technologies are being used to develop intelligent tutoring systems, adaptive learning platforms, adaptive changing according to the environment, according to the scenario, and personalized education experiences. So a student can pick up any of the topic, he can learn at his own pace. These technologies can analyze a students' learning patterns. Some students may be very good in one subject, other students can be very good in other subjects. So not all students can be good in every subject. So these technologies are helping you to classify the patterns. This student, if he's taught this thing, he will be very good in research in this topic. So these technologies are helping to analyze learning patterns, providing tailored feedback, support, and resources. Now, even the companies which come to your campus, you're all teachers, you're looking at that, even the companies which are coming to hire the students, they're making use of AI. They are making use of AI-based systems, which is using HR analytics, and that data science program they are using to collect the information about the student, pattern about the student, which student is good, in which stream they are taking according to that. Some students might be good in testing, some students might be good in coding, some might be good in website development and all. So they're categorizing. In a way, this is one example. So AI is really helping out, uh, helping us in looking for the patterns in the data. As I said, we have big data. Now we have so much of data is coming from everywhere. From that data, we have to search for patterns, and then we can classify them, or we can perform any operation that is wanted. We can find out the correlation among them, the regression. So it's basically AI, they are making use of statistical algorithms. So those who have studied statistics, they have a wonderful chance while doing the research, because their algorithms, our algorithms, AI algorithms are basically based on those statistical assumptions, statistical concepts. So from what we have discussed so far, we talked about AI as a whole, then we talked about machine learning. Now, this machine learning is basically talking about statistical algorithms, using them to solve the problem, finding the patterns, looking for the data in which we are interested, and then coming with the solutions. We have another concept of deep learning. In deep learning, we are not talking about statistical algorithms. We are talking about neural nets. CNN, you must have heard. We're going to be talking about that at a later stage. Let's move forward. AI has the potential to augment human capabilities in academia. It can automate repetitive tasks, freeing the researchers time to focus on higher level cognitive activities. So if you are replacing the repetitive task of a teacher, he can now focus more on research, more on students' stamina, and more on students' potential, and then come up with better results. This includes automating data collection, analysis, even manuscript writing. By streamlining these processes, researchers can devote more time to critical thinking, hypothesis generation, exploring new research avenues. So the traditional time that we are wasting as teachers, we all understand the attendance marking, then finding out the patterns, and finding out which student has uh, how much attendance, what are the grading of his assignments and all. Now, this task can be done by the AI-based systems. We are or all of our colleges, all our universities, they are now adopting UMS. So LMS also, learning a model, then UMS they're calling it. So that's a learning module where you are feeding your attendance, you are feeding your assignments, you're feeding everything, and they are coming up with the solution about the patterns. They are grading the students accordingly. So that saves time. So use of AI is saving time on one end, and that time can be utilized for other activities, research activities. So by streamlining these processes, researchers can devote more time to critical thinking, because we need critical thinking while we are doing a quality research. Hypothesis generation, how we are going to be solving the problem, what is the hypothesis, which solution are we going to take, and exploring new research avenues. So we'll be discussing it in future slides. This was just the introductory part of it. So previous 15 minutes, we have been talking about artificial intelligence, making computers intelligent, and then see how those computers made intelligent, my gadgets made intelligent, how they're going to help me in my work. So we are talking today about academic research. If I were to say AI is used in every phase of life now. Agriculture, it's being used in agriculture. Academics, it's used in academics. Healthcare, it's there in every hospital that you see. All hospitals are connected. All hospitals are making use of these converging technologies. Then you talk about manufacturing. Then you talk about CRM, SCM, supply chain management. In business, every level of management, strategic and tactical, they're all making use of artificial intelligence now. So as I said, HR coming to your campus is just on the laptop and trying to find out the patterns from the data that you have provided. So one of the student was outrightly rejected by that company. And then I asked why that student was not taken. He is one of the good students. And they said the curve that the student is having, the curve is having a dip at one time interval. There is a dip in the performance. So we are only looking for the performances which go up, so that we are looking for better students. So these kind of patterns, trends and all, they can be caught up by artificial intelligence. Otherwise, we were used previously. You would say, sir, we were doing previously also. Yes, we were doing Excel, Microsoft Excel, and in Excel, we were drawing our own charts and all, feeding the data, drawing the pivot tables, drawing the, but now that was taking time. Let's say I am using 5 hours, 10 hours to work on that, but AI will do it for me in just 15 minutes. So if in 15 minutes, if I can master that, that is really going to save time for other activities. So let us talk about the applications of AI in academic research. So our basic focus here is research. So artificial intelligence has found numerous applications in academic research across various disciplines. Here are some examples: data analysis and pattern recognition. So as I said, we have data after data. We have lots and lots of data, big data with us. So AI algorithms can analyze large data sets and identify patterns, correlations, trends that may not be easily recognizable by humans alone. So AI algorithms, there are supervised algorithms, there are unsupervised algorithms from artificial intelligence. They will analyze your large data sets. As I said, data sets, you can go to a hospital, get the data set. You can go to Kaggle and you can find out the data sets on, let's say, animals, on the plants and all. There are so many data sets available on Kaggle, freely available. So AI algorithms can analyze those large data sets and identify patterns, correlations, trends that may not be easily recognizable by humans alone. This is particularly useful in fields such as genomics. It's being used, climate science, it's being used, social sciences, all of this. Every field, as I said, agriculture, the farmers in our country, it's basically a farming country. We have India. So if you go to Punjab and Haryana and you see the farmers and all, they're making perfect use of artificial intelligence. Now, sitting at home, a well-off farmer can understand that he has to apply soil now, he has to now apply water, and some medicine has to be taken because there is some insect or which is eating up the crop. So data analysis and pattern recognition doing with AI has become very easy. As ma'am was showing you that day using Python, just 2-3 lines of code. You're loading the CSV file, the data set, and then just you can call any function in the world. Even we want to find the correlation between two variables, X, Y. You can just use the function that has already built in there in Python. So you're not writing hundreds and hundred lines of code. When I started my MCA, C, C++, we were writing 100 lines of code, 1,000 lines of code. And now, since we have started using artificial intelligence, Python and language R and other languages available with it, we are hardly using 8 to 10 lines of source code. So that has become very easy. So even everyone, they have started using Python in their research. Most of you must have started working on that. So we'll be discussing on that. Then the application of AI in academic research. Second point here is NLP. Natural language processing. Now, when I say natural language processing, my natural language right now with you, as I was told, we have to be talking in English only because there are students from other countries also who might not understand Hindi. So it has to be, the medium here has to be English. So what is the natural language right now? English. So if I speak something, my system should be able to understand what I am asking it to do. I say, Alexa, play a song. So Alexa will hear that sound, natural language processing. So the spoken sound is picked up by Alexa. And as you have, we are all using how do you interpret a language? So how do you say sir is sir is spoken a proper grammatical way? Or you can, after the session, say session was good, but sir was faulty at few places. There were grammatical errors. So how do you find that there are grammatical errors there in that? So this NLP, it uses your spoken language also, it uses your typed language also. So NLP can be, I can type also. I want to do this. And Alexa or the system, my computer system will understand what is being typed. So here it basically works on both the things, is spoken English or spoken any language. I can speak in Hindi also. If my compiler is Hindi based, I can do it. It's in Tamil, we can do it. So provided the vocabulary that we have is fed into the system in Hindi, in English, so we can do that. So NLP techniques enable computers to understand and generate the human language. Researchers use NLP to analyze large volumes of textual data, extract information, summarize documents, detect sentiment. So this sentiment analysis somewhere down the line will come, because this is one of the research areas where every field is using the sentiment analysis. Even our political parties are making use of artificial intelligence to find out the sentiments of the people. Other countries, Donald Trump was the first person who used this technique about sentiment analysis of voters, and then he came up victorious. Similarly, Modi ji has been, BJP has been making perfect use of artificial intelligence, data analytics, and AI to come up with that solution. So NLP will be able to understand and generate human language. Researchers use NLP to analyze large volumes of textual data. It can be spoken also, extract information from that, summarize documents, detect sentiment. It has applications in fields like literature, linguistic, social sciences. So everywhere you are, everyone is making use of NLP right now, because NLP is the first instance that I remember of NLP was in 1990s. There was an ad on Doordarshan or whatever TV we were using at that point of time. It was Tabu, and she was using a Samsung phone, and she was dialing the number of Hrithik Roshan. So Tabu just said Hrithik, and the phone started to dial, and the number was once dialed, and then she started talking to Hrithik. So these are the fields that are more fields there on the next slide. AI-based vision systems can process, interpret visual data, such as images and videos, because we are talking about images and videos mostly in our applications. Computer vision is one of the fields where AI is playing a very big role. Researchers use computer vision to analyze medical images, satellite imagery, surveillance footage, among others. It has applications in fields like bio, astronomy, environmental sciences, and all. If you remember just now, we had G20 in India, and in G20, we were having a surveillance system. And that surveillance system had AI algorithms incorporated. The cameras were AI based. The algorithms were running, and you see that event was so successful, not even a bird could get into the system. Not a bird can get into the security zone. So computer vision is another field where AI is really helping us. The researchers, they are working on this field, not only from computer graphics, not only from this, there are other fields also like bio, astronomy, environmental sciences. They are making use of computer vision. And the most important part, drug discovery and development. AI is being used to accelerate the process of drug discovery by predicting the properties and interactions of potential drug compounds, mixing up how much part of a drug, how much compounds into a drug. This can be done very well with the help of artificial intelligence. Now, let me tell you, Corona was there. India was able to fight Corona in a big way because Modi ji brought out what? Vaccines. Now, vaccines were discovered, and they were discovered using artificial intelligence. So, drug discovery and development is one field where AI is being used. In every company, they are making use of this now for drugs, for discovery, for development, because it is helping the process to become faster also, to find out the patterns, to find out, work on that data. So AI is being used to accelerate the process of drug discovery by predicting the properties and interactions of potential drug compounds. Machine learning models can analyze vast amount of chemical and biological data to identify potential drug targets and design novel molecules. So you're able to come with a better medicine. Let me remind my experience. So somewhere I live in Ghaziabad and I'm teaching in Jamia Hamdard, Delhi. So in Ghaziabad, we have a Unani center. The government has set up the center on Unani medicine, and they contacted me. They wanted that we have lots of data there in Urdu and lots of data there in Arabic and all. It has to be converted into English. So I have that project with me. I'm working on 2 Saudi projects also, but this one in India, they are talking about the use of artificial intelligence. So I'm using artificial intelligence tool to convert the data which is in Urdu, Arabic into English. So the project is underway. Robotics and automation. Another thing that AI powered robotics and automated systems are increasingly being used in academic research to perform tasks such as experiments, data collection, sample processing. The robots can work 24/7, reducing human error, increasing efficiency in research flows. Not needless to say, robots are being used in so many walks of life now that we need to do the perfect research into this topic. Now you find if you travel your city and if you look at the hoardings and all, you would find there are hoardings suggesting that surgery is being done by robotic arm. Now the surgeon will supervise that, but the surgery is being done by robotic arms and all. So you see, robotics, artificial intelligence, and this technology, they have got into the fabric of our life, daily life. So everywhere, as I said, everywhere is being used, and that's why we should be familiar with AI. We should be able to write our code also. So this session, as this organization has done it. It's been doing wonderful FDPs over last 1 or 2 years, and I have been a regular part of this. So what I find is they have a very systematic approach of it. So during this, you'll be able to talk about AI, you'll be talking about deep learning, then you'll be able to talk about the data, you'll be able to work on that data. Then by the time this FDP ends, you would be able to design, if you're from computer science, you'll be able to design your own system and then have it patented and all. Those from other backgrounds, I think they can at least have the idea like where we are using. And if we can somehow master Python using some tutorials and some certificate courses, this is really going to help you, not only in computer science, environmental science, bio, telemedicines, biotechnology. They're all making use of artificial intelligence now. They're making use of. So other things that come up along with this AI recommendation systems. These are the systems which are there with us. If we are all using it, unknowingly or knowingly, we are all making use of recommendation systems. You buy one laptop and there will be different options on your screen. You can buy this laptop for this much money, this laptop for this much money, this laptop for this much money, this tablet for this much. You can also search for this. So these are the recommendation systems which are provided. Recommendations are provided by your algorithms. Those algorithms are AI algorithms. So why not use recommendation system in the academia part, in the research part, for researchers? So they will be having a very good insight. They're searching one paper and the different papers will come on the screen. You can look into this paper also. You can look into this paper also. You can work on this data and so on. So AI algorithms can provide personalized recommendations based on user preferences and behaviors. AI is able to understand through your sentiments, through your actions. AI is able to understand your preferences and behaviors. Fine. So everyone is surprised when you're searching for one thing and next 10 days you're getting different options on your mobile, on your laptops, on your tablets. You're getting that because AI is knows your preferences, behaviors, and accordingly it is recommending you different products. So in academia, these systems can suggest relevant research papers, which conferences you can get into, which conferences are according to your area. You cannot go to every conference, but some conferences are there, 4 or 5 conferences in a year, in which if you take part, they'll be beneficial to you. Or collaborations based on researchers' interest in previous work. This is what I was telling you. The buzzword here is collaboration. We have to collaborate. In India, we have brilliant mind, we have brilliant people, we have brilliant teachers. But when it comes to spending money, Scopus paper will cost around 1 lakh, 2 lakhs. So we are not unable to spend that much money on, so we can have it collaborated. Someone from US, from UK, or from the Arab world, or from Indonesia, Malaysia, they are collaborating. What they are saying, I'll pay for the paper, but let's work together. So when the question is coming, let's work together, it's collaboration. So collaboration, mind is yours, money they are spending, and never before I have seen so much research being conducted, so much SCI papers being published, so much Scopus papers published, so much transaction papers being published, and patents and copyrights. So what does it bring? It's bringing India to the radar of development, radar of getting the best in the world. By every day, passing day, we are getting better and better. So recommendation system has a very big role to play in academics and research, simulation and modeling. AI techniques such as machine learning and neural networks, as we were saying, deep learning tool can be used to create complex models and simulations. When we are using a neural network, we are just talking about the inputs and about the outputs. What's happening inside the neural network, we are not concerned. We'll be using the code, we'll be using the functions, and it will take care of it. I got a project from the company during my consultancy days. I got a project. I was supposed to estimate the cost of a software. So that industry, that was one of the industrial projects, and they gave me, and I was working on neural network. I use CNN also for it, the normal neural also for it, and gave them the solution. So I was just inputting the human hours, the effort, whatever is the COCOMO. If you have studied COCOMO model, so COCOMO's inputs were fed into the system, and I got the effort, and effort was translated into the cost. So what I am trying to say here is we can use simulation and modeling techniques, which will be made very easy with the use of artificial intelligence. We have so many, if that ma'am has was showing you, there are different libraries. There are different libraries that you were working, and there is one library in Python, which is Keras, and Keras takes care of neural networks. So NumPy and all you were using while creating those initial programs. So there are libraries in Python which helps you to do it in minimum amount of code. As I said, we need not to write 100 lines of code now, 1,000 lines of code. We have done it in C++. We have written codes after codes, but now even 10 to 12 lines of code and your job is done, because we are making use of ready-made functions from Python or R or whichever language we're using. So researchers can use these models to study and predict phenomena in fields like physics, economics, and social science. Every field we can use the simulation type to develop the systems like this. I'll be discussing what we were doing in my projects that I've been doing on patents and all. Then another very important is knowledge discovery and synthesis. AI can assist researchers in discovering and synthesizing information from vast amounts of existing research papers, patents, and other academic sources. This can help identify the research gaps, find relevant literature, generate new insights. So AI will help you to discover the knowledge in a better way, and then synthesize that knowledge, put them in put those bits and pieces into a concrete research paper. So if you read the last line of it, this can help identify the research gaps. There are lots of research gaps between us and the very good programmers, very good researchers. So we can understand the research gaps. We can these programs can help us to come to that level, find relevant literature, and generate new insights. So why not using the existing data? Why not studying the research gaps and then generating the new insights? So then comes the word of research. What is research? Research has been done. If we can do the research of that, search has been done. If we can do the research of it, and if someone else can find the error in my work or some limitation in my work, he can get along and develop a better system and then publish that system as a better system in his name. So knowledge discovery and synthesis is one thing in which AI is really helping. So AI can assist researchers in discovering and synthesizing information from vast amounts of existing research papers, patents, and other academic sources. So this is, so these were the sources. So last, I would suggest last 45 minutes, we have been talking about artificial intelligence. Well, look at the importance of artificial intelligence, that in every country now, they're focusing on AI. They are talking about AI-based systems, and everywhere we go, we are being monitored through surveillance also through AI. We have drone technology. Drone is also making use of AI is also making use of drones for surveillance and all. You see, the enemies of our country are not able to enter in our country now so frequently. And now the security system under Doval ji has become better. So this we were discussing and how it's helping us in research and other activities. Every walk of life, AI is helping us. Then let us see what are the challenges and ethical considerations in AI-driven academic research. Because when we talk about it, there are challenges also, there are limitations, challenges, and ethical considerations also, which we should take into consideration. So while AI-driven academic research offers significant benefits, there are also several challenges and ethical considerations that researchers need to address. Data bias and fairness. AI systems are trained on data, and if the training data is biased or reflects societal prejudices, the AI model can give you wrong results. It can give you biased results. So we have to look for this, that we don't work on the data. We don't try to get interpretation from the data which is biased. So data has to be fair. So researchers need to carefully curate and pre-process the data to ensure fairness and mitigate bias in AI models. Those are whosoever is doing, he must have done the pre-processing also for you. So cleaning up the data and then coming up with augmented data. So we are talking about the data that is fair. So if fair data is with us, we'll work on that and get wonderful results. Privacy and data protection. AI research often involves handling large amount of data, including personal and sensitive information. Researchers must ensure that data collection, storage, analysis adhere to relevant privacy regulations and obtain informed consent from the participants. You just cannot use information or data from any user. You'll have, if it is coming from a different person, you'll have to take the permission also. So privacy has to be maintained. It doesn't have to be made public everywhere. So data biasness and fairness should be looked into, privacy and data protection, transparency and interpretability. Some AI algorithms, such as deep learning algorithms, can be considered black boxes. As I was saying, deep learning models are basically the black box. What happens inside the black box, we are not concerned. We are concerned about the inputs and we are concerned about the outputs, making it difficult to understand and interpret the decision-making processes in academic research. It is important to strive for transparency and develop methods to explain the reasoning behind AI-driven results. So not only should be able to get the solution, we should be able to explain that solution also. And I'm sure everyone is hearing these days the word explainable AI. Just as AI is giving you the solution, it should be also able to explain the solution. It should be able to tell why the solution has come. So there's a lot of trend nowadays. We are talking about explainable AI, EAI. So reproducibility and robustness, researchers should aim for reproducibility by providing clear documentation of their AI models, algorithms, and data sets. You should be writing them properly, because if someone has to use it, you should be providing clear documentation of your models, algorithms, data sets. It's crucial to ensure that AI models are robust and generalize well to unseen data, avoiding overfitting or biased results, as we just said. Intellectual property and ownership. AI research often involves collaboration and the use of pre-existing data sets and models, because we are using from Kaggle, we are using for different sources, we are going to hospitals, taking the data sets. So you will have to make sure that ownership has to be maintained, intellectual property and copyrights have to be there. Clear guidelines need to be established regarding intellectual property rights, data ownerships, and sharing of AI models and code among the researchers. You cannot blindly copy it. You have to take permission from someone if you're using. So GitHub is a library that if you're from computer science background, we are using lots of code from the GitHub. So GitHub code, if protected, you'll have to ask the user for the help. So accountability and liability, social impact and job displacement. AI technologies have the potential to disrupt industries and automate certain job roles. Researchers should be mindful of the social impact of AI-driven research and work towards ensuring a just transition, a job creation, and minimizing negative consequences. Everyone says AI will come, the jobs will go. No, just train the person with right algorithms, train the person with the skills, AI skills. And if you have AI skills in future, no one can replace you. That's 100%, because on AI skilled person only can work. So just have that transition also. Just don't be very stagnant. I'm not going to learn AI. Just learn AI from the point of view of interest. Whichever field you are, try to get into AI. Try to use, see how you are able to use the data sets, how you are able to manipulate the data sets, how you are able to get your simple reports that you want through Python. And it will really give you a lot of satisfaction. So dual use and misuse. AI technologies developed for academic purpose can have both positive and negative applications. Researchers should be mindful of potential dual use scenarios and consider the ethical implication of their work to prevent misuse or unintended harm. As you were discussing, please take proper permission if you're downloading something. And also, previous 55 minutes, 50 minutes, we have covered something which we were talking about, artificial intelligence, where it is being used and how it is helping in the academia and the research one. So what would be the future of AI in academic research? Just, I'll have water for a minute, just a minute. Okay, I'm back, not even a minute. Already wasted a lot of time in the initially. So the future of AI in academic research. So what would be that? The future of AI in academic research hold immense potential for transformative advancement. Here are some trends, opportunities, and potential impacts to consider. Interdisciplinary collaboration. So you don't have to be computer science person to get into computer science research. If you're even from biotechnology, they can take the interdisciplinary with someone from computer science, someone with who has AI hold. So it's happening now. You are very good in biotechnology. You're very good in social science. Now you can take the help. You can talk to someone peer to peer from computer science department of your university, of your college, and you can say, well, let's work together. You're going to do the coding. I'm going to have this concept, and we are going to come up with a solution. So interdisciplinary collaboration is the buzzword now. Everyone is doing it. Please don't miss this opportunity. All of us are working in wonderful institutions with wonderful universities, colleges, and all. We have wonderful peer-to-peer people around us. Not only peer-to-peer from our university. If you find someone on LinkedIn, someone on Facebook, and if you find he's from your field and he can help you, and you can collaborate with him to get better results and look at his work and then say, sir, we can improve this using this. So just be very humble. Just one line of humble request on a LinkedIn or any WhatsApp solution, WhatsApp media and all. Just one very simple line, humble line. Sir, I want to learn from you. And this line has such an impact. The person with whom you are interacting for collaboration will immediately reply. Whenever he logs in, he will immediately reply, why not? You can work with me. So what are your research areas? So that's where people are working together, not only in India. Sitting in India, I'm working on 2 Saudi projects, which are 22 crores of worth. And we are getting lots of very positive feedback. One is in water management and one is in healthcare. So why not continue our good work? Why not have the interdisciplinary collaboration also? So get into this drug discovery part, get into the project that I got from Unani medicine was not my field. I don't know about medicine, anything about medicine, but they wanted my AI expertise. They wanted my ICT expertise, computer expertise. So they collaborated. And now I'm working as a researcher. I'm working as a consultant to them. So AI bring together researchers from different disciplines, fostering collaboration, enabling breakthrough insights. So wonderful research we are getting because of interdisciplinary collaboration. If you're developing something for a surgeon, something for a very good doctor in your city, just get across to him. If you want the solution, if you want something from you, just get into that research. Data-driven discoveries. So AI algorithms extract valuable insights from large data sets. We've been discussing for the last 50 minutes. There are data sets available. You can available data sets on Kaggle and all. Otherwise, there are different data sets on the websites available, or you can go to a particular hospital or to a particular business from where you want the data set, and you can revolutionize the research across disciplines. Personalized and adaptive learning. This is the word which is coming again and again in every perspective. It is coming. Personalized and adaptive. Adaptive is to change the behavior according to the flow, and personalized is according to my pace. At my pace, I want to do the research. At my pace, I want to learn. I don't want to hurry up. I want to do it properly, but in a better way. AI technologies provide tailored educational experiences, assessing students' performance, offering targeted feedback, enhanced scientific discovery. AI assists researchers in hypothesis generation, experiment design, data analysis, accelerating the research process. Ethical considerations and responsibility. AI researchers address bias, transparency, privacy, accountability to ensure ethical and responsible AI use. So these are all things which were covered in previous slides also, but this would be the future where we are looking for AI-enabled automation. If you have heard about the term Industry 5.0, Business 5.0, or you're looking into Japan, everything, they have been into Industry 5.0 long back. In India, we are into Industry 5.0. So what does it mean? It means AI-enabled automation. So AI streamlines research workflows, automating tasks like data collection, analysis, improving efficiency. So to make the use of artificial intelligence in manufacturing, in supply chain, everywhere, it's the use of AI-enabled automation. The automation of our even businesses, they are doing. AI for global challenges. AI contributes to solving climate change. There's a lot of talk about climate change, which is occurring, healthcare and poverty by analyzing data and optimizing resource allocation. Now, this part is very important from the point of view of UN has set up the goals, sustainable goals. So there are the goals set up by UN, which have to be fulfilled by 2030. Corona has put up back by 2-3 years, but then by 2030, all the countries, they're rushing through the time to follow those sustainable goals and achieve those goals. Now, those sustainable development goals, as I said, they are AI contributes to solving those sustainability goals, solving the climate change, working for it, working for sustainable healthcare. They're using the word sustainable. Now, when they use the word sustainable, it is for all. Sustainable education for all. Every student in the world should be able to get the education. The rich and the poor, the middle class, everyone should be able to get the same healthcare. So AI contributes. AI is basically helping to fight, to help us in achievement of those goals. So AI contributes to solving climate change, healthcare, and poverty by analyzing data and optimizing research allocation. So it is for all. As Modi ji says, sabka saath, sabka vikas. It is for everyone. If there are facilities, if there are resources, it should be for everyone. So AI is helping us to divert those resources and all. It's through the use of AI algorithms, they're able to solve lots of things. If we talk about the dream project of our Honorable Prime Minister, it is smart cities. So smart cities, when they're talking about smart cities, everyone should be able to get the facilities away from those smart cities. Towards the end, we'll be talking about those smart cities, and then where the hands-on, we are working on which systems, we'll be talking hands-on about those applications. So augmented creativity, AI serves as a creative partner, generating ideas, synthesizing information, pushing boundaries in fields like art and design. Every field, as I said, they're making use of it. You have so many drawings on your mobile, and you say this painting has been generated by AI. So AI generated the image from the period of Ashok, from the period of Guptas, from the period of this Mughal period. So those are like art and design. They are also not untouched. So AI is giving that augmented creativity. Enhanced peer review and scientific communication. This has already been talked about. AI automates aspects of peer review, aids in language translation, recommends relevant research papers. Democratization of research. AI platforms provide access to computational power, data sets, collaboration opportunities globally, democratizing research. So all these are interlinked. All these factors are basically interlinked. If you come out with a gist of it, it's like we should be working globally. We should be working in collaboration. We should be taking the help of AI to solve the sustainable goals. It should be the vikas for all, sabka saath, sabka vikas. It should be for everyone. So basically, we are trying to target each and every person, and AI is really helping us to achieve that. So comes AI tools for academic research. Now, so we have been talking about academic research for last 1 hour now. So there are several AI tools and platforms that researchers can leverage to enhance various aspects of research, These tools can assist in data analysis, literature review, collaborations, and more. Here are some AI tools commonly used in academic research. There is one tool with the name EndNote. The type that is reference management. Description for that is EndNote helps researchers organize references. We all understand references, which are given at the back of the research paper, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we cite those research references. So EndNote helps researchers organize references, create bibliographies, and manage citations efficiently. So this is one tool, EndNote, and it really helps the researchers. It simplifies the process of citing sources and formatting bibliographies in various citation styles. There are different citation styles like APA and all. So EndNote is really helping us. And every researcher, I suppose, in the world now is making use of EndNote. Then we have another tool, AI tool, Zotero. It's again, the type is reference management. Description for this is Zotero is an open source reference management tool that helps researchers collect, organize, cite, share research materials. It can automatically extract citation information from the web pages. So this really automates the work, which is helping the researchers in a long way. We have all been making use of Mendeley. Mendeley is something, this tool, every one of us makes use of this, and if all our work comes into one place. If we are using Mendeley, my research papers, my different let's say references, citations, and all, it takes care of that. So reference management and collaboration. Mendeley is a reference manager and academic social network. It allows researchers to organize references, collaborate with others, and discover relevant articles. So I'm making use of Mendeley. Every 2-3 days, I'm sitting on this Mendeley and trying to work out on that. So it really helps. IBM Watson Analytics is another data analysis tool. So this Watson Analytics is an AI-powered data analysis tool that helps researchers explore and analyze data sets. It offers features like predictive analytics and data visualization. So you can have the predictive analytics and have visualization. Visualization is a very big tool. Visualization, if done properly, as you put it in, there's a very popular saying, picture says 1,000 words. One picture says 1,000 words. So if I'm able to visualize my results in graphs, in curves, in different types of curves, pie charts and all, if I'm able to visualize my data properly, the customers, the audience, or your managers, top managers, they understand in a better way. So IBM Watson Analytics is one of those data analysis tool. We are all making use of Google Scholar. This is a literature search. We all have profile on this. So Google Scholar is a freely accessible search engine that indexes scholarly articles. It allows researchers to find academic publications across various disciplines. You can download something if you feel it's a very good research, you can download that. And another very important tool from AI that is being used by the researchers, it is literature, type is literature search, Semantic Scholar. Semantic Scholar is an AI-driven academic search engine that focuses on understanding the concepts of research articles, provide relevant research results, and can highlight key concepts. Cunoz is a content creation. It's an AI platform that helps researchers generate questions, quizzes, learning contents based on a given text or data set. It can be used for creating assessments or learning material. Grammarly, we are all using. It's a writing assistant. Grammarly is an AI-powered writing assistant that helps researchers improve the grammar, style, clarity of the writing. It offers suggestions for enhancing language and communication. A very simple example, I'm writing books for regularly. I have 22 books in computer science. So whenever I send it to the editor, they say the language somewhere is a bit, let's say, rough. You have to make it modulated. It should be streamlined. So they offer either we can help you do it. It will cost this much dollars, else you can use it, your tool, and do it. So we basically are using Grammarly tool to do it. Otherwise, we can pay also to the publisher, and the publisher will get it done for us. Then I'm sure I have seen those sessions. They were wonderful sessions conducted on Python, TensorFlow and PyTorch. These are machine learning frameworks. They are really very helpful in any research of any kind. So description is TensorFlow and PyTorch are popular open source machine learning frameworks researchers can use them for developing and implementing machine learning models in their studies. So as I said, somewhere down the line, we talked about simulation and all. Simulation can be performed by TensorFlow, PyTorch. We can implement and create our own models, small models. We do it and include in our research, and they are really going to be very effective. The supervisor, the guides and all, they'll understand like you have worked on this. So TensorFlow, PyTorch, which are a part of Python. So Python is a language where I would say if you are into research and if you just try and get the certificate of it, you can do it from Coursera, Udacity, then you can have it from MOOCs, from Swayam. So if you can just go through 40 sessions of it and get yourself certified, then you're gonna even write in your resume, certified Python developer. So that's going to give you advantage in jobs also, as well as in your research profile also. Then we talked about Colab and Kaggle. These are the cloud-based notebooks. Colab is a wonderful tool that I've been using for my demonstrations, because with Google, it's a Google product, Google Colab. If I'm using Google Colab, I don't have to download Jupyter or Anaconda. I don't have to be worrying about downloading everything on my laptop and making it slow. I can use online tool, which is Google Colab. So with Google Colab, I can perform virtually anything that I want to do in Python. Then Kaggle, as I said, is one of those networks where you're getting your data sets. So Google Colab and Kaggle notebooks provide cloud-based environments with access to GPUs and TPUs. Researchers can make use of them for collaborative coding, data analysis, and machine learning experiments. I talked about GitHub also. So GitHub code is being shared among so many users now that we are making use of it. Then visualization we were talking about. Whatever we have done in theory, whatever we have done. So if we can put that in form of a visualization tool, so that visualization tool would be like putting in charts in form of, let's say, some figures and all. So data visualization, Tableau is a data visualization tool that allows researchers to create interactive and insightful visualizations of their data. It can help in presenting research findings in a compelling manner. So as I said, a picture say 1,000 words. So go for Tableau, try and learn. Tableau is very easy to learn. So if you learn Tableau, you can have your own, what they are saying, they would say you can create your own screen, and that screen covers up your data, it covers up charts and all. So everything is there on one screen, and your user, your client, or your boss will understand it in a better way. So this was a basic theory part of it. So now we talk about some projects also where we are making use of it, where I'm working, patents that I'm working. I have worked on so many patents like use of blockchain, use of IoT, use of converging technologies. So we have a wheelchair. We have just designed a wheelchair, and in wheelchair we have the IoT sensors and all. So from those IoT sensors, that wheelchair, the parameters, they go to the computer, and from the computer, the doctor comes to know about your parameters sitting in his office. So that is a kind of expertise that we are doing. So we discovered that wheelchair. We talked about a very good learning module on a chatbots. We worked on it. Learning systems we developed, our LMS, UMS for our university. We developed basic, making use of artificial intelligence, which are the hands-on project. So this is one project that we recently did on Diabacare, detecting the diabetes. So we'll discuss a few ML and AI projects right now. So we developed something like this, user-friendly IoT and AI-based diabetes care framework. So we have from our mobile only, we are catching everything. The diabetes devices are there. They're calculating your heart rate, your pedometer, glucometer, then GPS, pulse oximeter. Everything is there. So framework includes a number of IoT sensors and devices, body or network device, which help in collecting the user data 24/7. The healthcare data is very sensitive and needs to be protected from unwanted access, since a minor change in the recorded values can lead to drastic change in the inferences generated and medication given. The sensors used include pedometer sensor, pulse oximeter, GPS sensor, compass, heart rate sensor, glucose leveling on. So there are different sensors being used in this application, and then the data that we are storing is at the cloud, which we are calling the Diabacare cloud. So the app is designed and developed to work on Android smart devices. The main page of the application queries the user, whether he is a patient or a doctor or a physician belonging to a hospital. If the user select patients, then the next screen helps the user to create their personalized account using some information. Once the user creates an account, the login feature appears. The user can log into the application using credentials. Once signed in, the user can connect to the smartband devices using Bluetooth features of their smartphone. Once the devices are connected, app asks for access permission for location access and other. Just as we are using in Corona times, there were so many applications that we were using. Then the data is synchronized between the apps and the devices. The application then asks for internet connectivity. If available, data is sent to server database for centralized access and getting inferences from it. Then the information is sent back to the smartphone and displayed on the screen for user understanding. If the user selects other module with the doctor physician, then they can sign in with the hospital credentials and view the data. So basically, this model we used for detecting the diabetes part of it. So big data was generated by the smart devices that are stored in the cloud where it's analyzed. With the current advancement in ML, it can be applied to detect anomalies at early stage where they can be diagnosed easily. So diabetes, if we can detect early, it can be very helpful. With the help of AI, efficiency of machine learning increases manifold. So let me just show this. So we had worked on different AI algorithms. To name the algorithms, these are decision tree, KNN, logistic regression, naive Bayes, random forest, SVM, support vector machine, XGBooster. So we worked on all the algorithms. And the data set that we picked up was from PIMA, Indians Diabetes Database. It was used. It is easily downloadable. The data set consists of 768 persons, out of which 500 were control free from diabetes and 268 were the patients. So this data was used. We started working on that, and you find that the random forest is having the most accuracy, 0.79. Then we random forest got it better results for us, and predictions that we got, they were clearly according to our expectations. Then we have, as I said, India is a farming country. India is a farming land. Everyone, a large amount of population is there, which is dependent on farming. So AgroAssist is another very important project that the students are doing, and we have got the patent also for it. And this system, AgroAssist, is looking for us for plant disease prediction, fertilizer recommendation, crop recommendation. So it is basically helping us in plant disease prediction, fertilizer recommendation, crop recommendation. User may enter the soil data into the crop recommendation program to determine which crop will grow the best. So this was very successful. It used machine learning algorithms and the deep learning algorithm, and it gave us very good results. So what ma'am was showing you in Python that day, you have the CSV file, you clean the data, you integrate it, transform, normalize, and feature selected. So that has been done with this also. So we get the raw data in form of CSV, we clean it, and then we use it with our algorithms. So as I said, in healthcare, AI is being used in this agriculture. So if you remember, I just picked up one or two slides from here because you were doing that in Python that day. If you remember, you were reading the CSV file. So if we can read the CSV file, if we can load that CSV file, you see on the screen, the head will show the first 5 tuples and from the fertilizer and 1 from the crop. So five tuples are being shown. So once we are able to open up this database, we can obviously work with algorithms on them. So this is a very genuine way of doing it. So let me just, I'll just take a 2-minute break before we join in, and our presentation will start afresh. We are now talking about where we are using this and what would be the hands-on experiences. Just give me 2 minutes. I'm just stopping this sharing part, just 2 minutes. And we will have the question answers around towards the end. Just 2 minutes. I'm back. Am I audible and visible again? Hello? Am I audible and visible again?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm really sorry. I had a call from the office. I had to take that call and it got disconnected also. So, today's session, we are talking about how in research we can make use of artificial intelligence, what all we are doing, whichever fields we are working right now, and what is the basically the dream of our honorable Prime Minister on which we are working. So, one of the projects that we are currently working, our students are working, and we'll be discussing right now in next 15 minutes, and then have your questions. So, we are working on these kind of projects, what we will be discussing in these slides now. So, we'll be discussing the role of AI in smart cities, and smart city is a dream project of our honorable Prime Minister, and we have to become the wish guru. We have to become smart. We have should have smart cities. They are targeting 100 smart cities, and somewhere down the line we are able to do it in tits and bits. But if our students are able to do it, if our teachers are able to mentor them, if our teachers are able to follow that and inculcate that feeling in the students, this dream of the Prime Minister would be fulfilled very soon, because we are all working on these projects. As teachers, you're assigning these projects to the students. Your students are using Python to work on them. Your students are working on in Python, and they can develop anything virtually in the world. They're very smart students now. So let's talk about it. So this is about was about AI. We are making intelligent computers intelligent. Deployment of AI in smart cities will be a daunting task, and the challenge is most of the AI resources and powers are limited to a few companies, some of them being Microsoft, Google, Facebook. Now we are talking about so many startups in India, so many startups which are working for the country. So deployment of AI will be a daunting task, but we are working on these projects. Our students are definitely giving us that edge. So if you look at this point, universities and educational institutions should fast track AI courses and put in efforts in the field to get better workforce and AI system. AI should transform into a utility available to all. As I said, sabka saath, sabka vikas. It will become as normal as cloud computing within next 4 to 5 years. So next 4 to 5 years, we aim to convert all the cities into smart cities. Now, what is it that makes a city smart? Not only having uh, our mobile as a smart, our laptop as a smart, we can say we are smart. We are able to do the things smartly. But the here part is we should be able to get these much things which are there on the screen. These are the live projects which are going along, and your local corporators, your parshas and your MLAs, they are looking for candidates who can work on these things and make their district, make their area, and make their different from others. So as we say in Odisha, we find that there are so many smart cities there, and they are perfectly working. In Lucknow, we find a lot of work has been done. So similarly, there's so many smart cities now coming up in India, and our public is doing it. My students are basically working on those. So advancement in machine learning and deep learning are creating a paradigm shift in almost all sectors. We will use applications like Siri, Alexa, and all we are using. Let me come to the point. So to summarize everything that we had in previous slides also, I need this diagram. Now, if you see, this is the basic layout. Talking about big data. So everything that is there, data that is coming to us now is big data. No longer it is the normal data. Now it is 10 to the power 3, then became 10 to the power 6, 10 to the power 9, 10 to the power 12, 15. And so it's now terabyte, petabytes. So we have the unstructured big data. That data has to be stored into the database servers and all. So the left-hand side, you find two things: data being generated, and then the data being stored properly. So there you are storing the data, the unstructured and structured data into the databases, into the CSV files and all. And the right-hand side, if you look at it, we are processing the data. So data that we have got in our CSV files and all, processing of data using CPU, GPU, and AI algorithm to detect patterns. This is where Python will work on those data sets now. Python or R or any other language that is available in your complex, in your institute, you can do the processing with that on this stored data. And then on the right-hand side, uh, you see actionable insights. So predictive signals are generated. So it's not only application of AI algorithms. It's basically the storing of data, which has to be very good. The data has to be cleaned up, it has to be augmented, it has to be normalized, and then you can use your AI algorithms to get the insights. The best example I gave you was your Chandrayaan. Russia failed 3 days back, entire world failed, but India succeeded. India succeeded because we were able to apply our algorithms in a better way. We were able to apply our algorithms intelligently. So we use better AI algorithms and better research, and we could land perfectly. So these are all application areas that you are looking at. These are banking, gaming, autonomous vehicles, marketing, finance, agriculture, then ride sharing applications. You're all using Ola, Uber, then chatbots, whichever website you go, up chatbot appears. May I help you? And you get it. Then healthcare is there, AI powered predictions like weather forecasting and all. So these are all applications of areas where AI is being used. Now we can do the research in any of these streams. The most important stream that will follow now, we'll be talking of that. So a smart city is the dream of our Prime Minister. So we should all strive to achieve it. And while striving to achieve it, let us discuss what all would be covered in smart cities and in which streams our students are working. So our students are working on these the orange rectangles that you see. These are smart city drivers. Inadequate infrastructure. We are struggling with inadequate infrastructure. Like we are a land of many villages. There are hundreds of villages which are even not properly, no infrastructure is there. So that infrastructure will have to be put in place. Growing urbanization, logistic solution, smart buildings. Now, I was listening to an ad on FM, and that FM says someone from IIT has designed the homes in such a way, smart homes in such a way that the lady is saying in an advertisement, she's saying, Alexa, open the main door. Alexa, open the geyser. Oh, Alexa, do this. Alexa, do that. So smart buildings, smart homes, then smart grid. A smart grid is distribution of power. Distribution of power, if done properly, will be aiding to the paradigm. So these are all real life city implementations. You'll have to do it with your students. So here you're working on healthcare has been taken a mistake at two places. So your students are working on healthcare. Healthcare students are working on right now, the current hand-on part, they're working on smart parking. Now, smart parking is a very big problem in India. Now, if you have gone to MET, Noida, if you've gone to Sharda University, Noida or in South colleges, you'll see there is a smart parking. You're going to that, you're heading to that parking, and instantly there is a message on your mobile, this parking is full, and you can alternatively take some other parking, and these are the parking lots available in other. So this is the kind of projects that students are currently doing. Good universities, good students, they're very sharp, and they're working on these projects. Start lighting. Smart lighting. Smart lighting is another field where most of our students are doing it. We have adopted an area in my locality and we have made it smart. We use the smart lighting concept. We contacted our local parshad, local councillor and local leader. And then we discussed about we can create these street lighting with IoT devices. We can connect with IoT devices and we can work on them. So smart lighting, smart pollution monitoring. India has a big problem for pollution. Most of the countries, they have this problem. So smart pollution monitoring system. So all these hands-on applications are for us, for our students to work on. And this would be taking us a leap ahead of other countries. If you look at other future things. So AI in smart cities. Currently, smart cities deploy Internet of Things, IoT, as I said, Internet of Drones. Drones are, we are looking at drones. Drones currently are being used in marriages also to take pictures of the guests and all. But these Internet of Drones have given us a lot of security at the borders because these drones are constantly monitoring. Then cloud computing, edge computing, other technologies. So they'll be used in the development of it. Let me just again come back to this. These are the projects that our students are currently doing. And if you have the data, take up the data from the Nagar Nigam and the local corporator, you will get that data. And you can work, you are now using Python. During one of the session, you were able to open the file, you were able to apply functions on them. So we can very easily work on these kind of projects. We can get the data sets and then we can work on them. My Python, my R will always be able to solve it. I'll give my mail ID also. If anyone wish to connect for any collaborative work, definitely you can always connect, because these are all real-time projects that we are doing currently. Our students are doing it, we are supervising, and these papers, research papers, are getting converted into SCIs, and they're getting converted into the patents and copyrights that we are having. So currently I'm having 35 patents with me, and they are basically on these topics only: the use of blockchain in this, use of IoT in this, use of artificial intelligence. So if you look at these services on which our students are working, our uh, country would want us to focus on, these real-time projects would be advanced security cameras, advanced surveillance system. G20 is a perfect example of it. G20, as I just mentioned in my previous part also, we said during G20, not even a bird was able to enter that zone, because we had that kind of AI systems being fit up. Cameras were AI powered cameras. Programming was done to see it from the whichever workstations we were using. We were constantly monitoring. Then smart waste management is another very important part in our country, because every now and then we tend to throw the garbage by the roadside. But then now the country is coming up with a cleanest drive. Even our prime minister is doing that mostly 6 months, every 6 months or 3 months. They are having this drive of cleanliness. And they have put up a very good thing in India. It's a competition between different states, competition between different districts. Whichever district would be clean would get number one, number two slots. And also we are all competing. So they have put in a competition. So that competition is there for us. The students are working on this smart waste management. As soon as a dustbin is full in your locality, as soon as a dustbin is full in your locality, there would be a beep that is going to be going to the servers of Nagar Nigam, and they're going to find out which dustbin is full. Uh, the truck will come and will take that garbage lot and empty the current dustbin bag. So advanced flying objects, we're talking about drones, face detection cameras. Now, this is very important, face detection cameras. Right now, whenever there is any untoward incident, police services, they're making use of face detection cameras. So they can look into those face detection cameras and see who the person is who is doing something wrong, and action can be taken. Then another thing that we are working on projects right now, finding the shortest path, just like your Google Map and all, transportation. So making transportation very successful. AI is perfectly helping you achieve all of these advanced security cameras, advanced surveillance, advanced smart waste management, face detection, transportation, and all. So these are all fields which are being covered up. So what my suggestion would be in this, please, whatever tools have been discussed, please start taking the help of these tools, start exploring, like start learning. So if you learn every day, just make it a habit of studying 15 minutes before you go to sleep. And you'll find the next day you'll be rejuvenated. You know this concept, and you will work on those algorithms. So that is all from my side. 2 minutes to me, and then I have a call, and then I'll take up your question answers. So I'm stopping the sharing part so that I'm in face to face with everyone. There are 57 participants apart from me. So I'm stopping the sharing part. I'll be sharing my mail ID also on this. Just a minute to me.
Participants, please wait for the 5 minutes. I think there is some technical issue. Till then, I request all the participants, please fill the feedback form. We have shared the feedback form in the chat box. Yes,
Am I
sir.
audible? I'm really sorry. Calls are coming from the
Sir, you are
offices.
not audible properly.
Hello? Am I audible now?
You are
Hello?
audible, but voice is very low.
Let me join again. Just a
Sir,
minute.
sir, you are audible.
I'm audible? Okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm in my office today and not taking from the home. So in office, the broadband at times tends to get deteriorate in quality. So please, I'm open to the questions now. I'm really thankful for everyone for listening to me very patiently. In the meantime, you asked, the best part about research is start writing. Whenever, if you are starting your research, you start writing, study the concept, start writing the review papers. So review papers will give you a lot of insight and you will learn a lot. Study others' researches, 10, 12 researches you study, and then come up with a solution like these researches have this problem, this research has this limitation, we can work on this concept in future. So it's a very safe thing to write your review papers. First study for, let's say, 1, 2 months to study a topic. And if you're starting your research, those who are doing already, you are the best judge. So I'm waiting for the question from anyone.
Participants, please wait.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Please ask
Yes,
the
sir.
questions. Yeah, please ask question if you have. I'm listening. I'm waiting for the. Yes, Balwan, you want to ask something? Balwan, Shishma ji, you want to ask something?
No, sir. No, sir.
So where are you working?
Purnima College of Engineering.
Jaipur.
Yes, sir. I am
So
also the coordinator in this FDP, sir.
Okay, so Dinesh sir is a very well-known person. Your director, Dinesh sir.
Yes, sir. Dinesh sir is in PIET, Purnima Institute of Engineering
Okay.
and Technology.
That is different.
And I am in, yes, sir, our sister brother college, sir.
Okay, because PIET is Purnima is doing a wonderful job in Rajasthan in
Yes,
education.
sir. We have two institute, PIET and PCE, and one university in Jaipur, sir, Purnima University.
Purnima University. You're doing a
Yes, sir.
wonderful service to the society.
Thank you, sir.
Well, I'm still waiting for any question. Please.
Dear participants, if you have any query, you may type in chat box also. So, sir is waiting for your questions if any doubt is there.
So I'll pass my mail ID to the coordinator. So please pass it on. So if they want to connect for any collaboration, for any project kind research work, they can definitely get in touch.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. We will share.
Okay, I have a class right now, just after 5 minutes. So if you have
Sir,
to ask any question, please ask. Yeah.
Sir, wait for 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm waiting for
Neha
5
ma'am.
minutes. Yeah.
Yes, Neha ma'am.
Balwan
Yes.
sir, please conclude the session.
Neha ma'am,
Yes, sir. Thank you,
please
Raza.
conclude.
Thank you so much, Raza, sir, for the wonderful session. And now I would like to request my co-host, Mr. Balwan Seshma, to present the appreciation certificate to Dr. Khan.
Thank you, Neha ma'am. It is with great pleasure and gratitude that I stand before you today to express our sincerest appreciation to our esteemed resource person, Dr. Raza Khan, who has played an invaluable role in the session. Throughout this session, we have been fortunate to have some whose expertise, dedication, and passion have illuminated our path towards professional growth and excellence. Dr. Raza Khan has not only shared their knowledge but has also inspired us with their enthusiasm and commitment to our development. Their wealth of experience, insights, and has enriched our understanding of the subject matter, providing us with invaluable perspectives that will undoubtedly shape our teaching practices and academic endeavor for years to come. Their willingness to share best practices, engage to meaningful discussion, and offer constructive feedback has empowered us to strive for continuous improvement in our roles as an educator. On behalf of the entire faculty and staff or organizing team, I extend our heartfelt thanks to our resource person, Dr. Raza Khan, for their invaluable contribution.
Thank you.
Your dedication and generosity have left an indelible mark on our professional lives, and we are deeply grateful for the opportunity to learn from you. In closing, let us carry forward the lessons and insights gained from this program, inspired by example set by our esteemed resource person, Dr. Raza Khan. May we continue to grow, innovate, and make a positive impact in our respective field, guided by the wisdom imparted to us. Thank you once again for your unwavering support and guidance. We are truly honored to have had you as a part of this faculty development journey. So, sir, please accept this appreciation certificate as a token of love from the organizing team and all the participants.
Thank you, Dr.
Dr.
Balwan.
Raza
Thank
Khan,
you.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir. And thank you, Shilpi ma'am. Thank you, Neha ma'am, everyone, and all the audience. You are all wonderful teachers and wonderful researchers. Just trust in yourself and you'll be successful. Okay, with that, I take your leave. Thank you very much.
Thank